Hi, my name is Sanya. Welcome to The Switch, and I am going to be in conversation with Vihaan. Welcome to Switch.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
How, how are you doing?
Lovely. How are you doing?
I want to know you have a series coming, and I want to know, first of all, what drew you to an audiobook because it's very different from what you have done previously.
Yeah, it's, in life, you always try to find new things to challenge you and new things that you can perform in. And this one, honestly, for me was a no-brainer. It's a Marvel's project. It's got incredible casting, some incredible actors who are working in it. And I actually like working with the voice and I like playing around and I like using it in different funny, interesting ways and challenging myself. And I thought it was a no-brainer. So I just said yes. And of course, the script was incredible and the character Jordan Temple is so fun to play. So I had a great time in the booth. And if you would ask me, would I do it again? I would do it again.
And this in Hindi. So I want to know, first of all, is it like proper Hindi, or is it like a kind of Hindi that was in mismatch? It was like a mix of English and Hindi.
नहीं, मिसमैच से थोड़ा सा ज्यादा हिंदी फोकस्ड है. मिसमैच में तो
Okay.
मेरे पास एक अमेरिकन एक्सेंट था. यहाँ पे आई एम स्पीकिंग इन रेगुलर नॉर्मल इंडियन हिंदी. एंड बहुत इंटेंस, मतलब आशुतोष गोवारिकर लेवल वाला, जोधा अकबर हिंदी नहीं है. लेकिन
Okay.
फिर भी इट्स गुड हिंदी. इट्स हिंदी दैट पीपल शुड स्पीक एंड होपफुली विल स्पीक. सो या, it's more Hindi than English.
ये वाला प्रोजेक्ट कैसा है आपके पास एंड लाइक कैसे व्हाट वाज द प्रेप लाइक व्हाट वाज योर फर्स्ट रिएक्शन जब ये प्रोजेक्ट आया?
तो बेसिकली मुझे एक फोन आया था मंत्रा से, और मंत्रा इज इन चार्ज ऑफ रिकॉर्डिंग द होल थिंग एंड ही हैज डन लॉट ऑफ ऑडियो वर्क बिफोर. और हमने साथ में थिएटर किया था पहले. सो वी वर वेरी क्लोज एंड फ्रेंड्स. तो ही फोन मी अप एंड सेड कि एक प्रोजेक्ट है जो मैं कर रहा हूँ और एक कैरेक्टर है जो जॉर्डन टेम्पल, आई थिंक यूड फिट इनटू. Would you be open to doing it and auditioning for it? And I had to check with the Audible team. So instantly I was on. So I went into the booth and I listened to the original, and then I saw the lines for this one, and I performed it the way I should have, because I'm a completely different person from what they have done. And I saw what I could bring to it and my flavor. And Mantra liked it, so he sent it across, and Audible liked it, so they came back saying, "Chalo, Vihaan's on," and then we started. And I was very happy to do it. I felt it's a pretty big project, and it's something I haven't done before, and I've never acted without my face, hair, makeup,
Visual reference, yeah.
camera,
Yeah.
lighting, all that. But it was very freeing because I didn't have to focus on all that. I just had to focus on the voice and what I'm giving out and what I'm living.
Is that easier or is that tougher?
In the technicalities of it, it's a bit tougher to achieve excellence. Of course, it's very tough. It's a different skill set. But for the first time, I felt a bit freed. Yeah, I felt like I didn't have to focus on appearance, and I didn't have to focus on, like, see, you're still acting, so your body's still moving, right? And you're still behaving
Yeah.
that way, and you're still in it.
Yeah.
But I could show up in a hoodie and just do the lines, and it was incredible.
So did you play this character in a hoodie?
I played it in a t-shirt and a hoodie, yes, depending on how I was feeling. If I was feeling very excited, like it was yelling and screaming and it was very hot, then I removed the hoodie. But if I was feeling like the first few hours of the day, I was in a hoodie and my coffee and like a regular guy.
A work from home version of
Yeah,
acting.
yeah, it was a work from home version basically.
There's also Kareena, Kapoor, Masaba, and all of these great actors that you have worked with. I want to know the experience. If you could learn anything from them, please share that.
So we actually recorded our sections independently. So we weren't in the booth together recording at the same time. So by the time I was recording, I think Masaba had already done hers. So it was
Okay.
nice to play off of her and kind of get those cues and understand how she's taken the lines. Because sometimes when you're recording and you're changing the dialogue, it has to be in response to her. I can't just say something that on off my own. And if she's
Yeah.
improvising, I need to improvise.
Yeah.
So I played off her, and then it was great to just have that and hear the flow of two separate people in two separate points of time coming together to make a scene. which would have never happened in
Yeah.
film and TV. मतलब कभी कभी VFX कर लेते हैं अगर actor available नहीं है, लेकिन to feed the lines you need to be there. So
Mm-hmm.
this was unique in that way. And then they called us both back independently to kind of smooth over, like, and fill in the gaps, and if some dialogue or some response wasn't working, to get a new one.
Yeah, but like, is it tougher to improvise because you're not doing it together? It can't be like an instant reaction.
हाँ तो actually no, because you know it's uh, it's if you're good enough, and if you're directed well enough, and if your audio engineers are good, then
Yeah.
they'll know how to get the reaction out of you. Uh,
Mm.
and it's nice, in fact, because you know what she's saying already, and you know how much time you have to fit it in, so you can craft it in a way, you know.
Hmm. Hmm. I want to know what are you going to do next, because like there was like an OTT thing, now there's Audible. I want to know आगे क्या है इसके बाद.
Well, I've shot 2 shows and I've shot a film this entire year, and so next year I think will be the age of releases. Hopefully, knock on wood. Hopefully it happens. And yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see what's next. I can't really reveal much. There's a little
Yeah.
bit tidbit in whatever you might do some deep Google finding or whatever. But yeah, I'm just excited that I've been getting projects and actively working, and there's stuff lined up.
Yeah. Yeah. I was seeing your Instagram before this, and I have to tell you that you have great fashion sense. And like all your posts are like such great clothes and such nice fashion sense. So where is that coming from? Is it all your stylist, or is it a little bit of you also?
It's a mix of both. I mean, I like to work with different people. So for example, I did a shoot with GQ. So obviously you can't fault GQ styling. GQ styling will always be incredible.
Yeah.
So I give credit to them for the clothes. But then I also, what I do is I try everything, and the stylists have a lot of options, a lot of opinions, and then I just go with my gut decision. And over time, it's kind of worked out. As a 14-year-old, 13-year-old, I used to always look at Pinterest and message boards, and kind of like Jordan Temple, of a certain interest. And that interest was clothing. And I've always found it fascinating how people have different opinions about the same clothes. So I tried to form my own opinion and my own style. And I've gone through phases. I used to wear very colorful, terrible clothes in seventh standard, and then I used to wear only black and only gray in college, and minimalistic. And now I'm
Yeah.
experimenting with cuts and colors and fabrics. So
Yeah.
thank you for noticing, and I really appreciate it. But it's good stylists with good teamwork and just good stitching and good
Yeah.
brands.
And if there's one thing you could tell you viewers to, listen into your series, what would that be?
Just listen in for an immersive experience, a well produced, incredible sounding, gripping Marvel franchise show, which you can listen to when you're cooking, cleaning, or driving your car, on the way back from work, at night before you sleep. We just want to relax and let your imagination do the work, and just have this incredible sound work done. I think that's when you want to listen to this.
Okay, should we do a rapid fire round before I let you go?
चलो करते हैं.
What's your favorite all-time Bollywood movie?
Uh, so I mean, I'm not good at rapid fires. I have too many. My mind comes up with 5 different answers. All-time favorite Bollywood movie. Lagan.
Your go-to dance move?
My go-to dance move. Chaiya Chaiya ka, that where you all get on the floor and you start.
Can you do it for us? Like, can you do just the hand movement here?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna go Chaiya Chaiya.
Okay, what's your favorite fashion trend?
Fashion trend.
Yes.
Trend.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes, fashion
just
trend.
ask the question again. I
What is your favorite fashion trend?
okay. Um, Crocs. I'm kidding. No, I hate Crocs. Please get them out. I think I would say, like, this trend of these very low cut shirts for men. It reminds me of the 80s, where everyone was like bare chested. I don't know if it's my favorite trend, but it's interesting to see it come back.
Okay, and lastly, what is your favorite audio series and an podcast that you listen to?
It has to be Marvel's Wastelanders.
Okay, nice plug. Thank you so much for giving us time.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having me.